just in some woodland. It's very peaceful with Winnie, my dog, and I'm just thinking about things really. Sometimes I find that you get these waves of anxiety, and it's like this tide that's just comes from everywhere. Just the big things in your life, the little things in your life, and sometimes you can't even understand what the anxiety is. It's just your body in that state of fight or flight. And being in the woodland, away from everything, it really helps. I'm just going to throw the ball. Your breathing starts to slow down, and if you just, well, I like to take some time just to look around and see what you can see and hear the sounds of my feet, all the leaves from last year are now decaying and mulching into the soil. And I can hear a blackbird off somewhere. It's quite a quiet wood. It's a mixed wood, mainly deciduous trees, a lot of birch, fallen wood that cracks and pops under your feet as you walk along. And this wood changes. You get the bluebells earlier on in spring, and it's carpeted in them. It's absolutely beautiful. It's just a sea of bluebells doing what they do in their natural habitat. It's holly. Foxgloves came through a bit earlier on in the month, so they are mostly completing their cycle now. The old wood that's fallen onto the ground, it's covered in this beautiful, luxurious moss. I love moss. So, yeah, just strolling. And reminding myself, I suppose, that this is part of life too. For all the worries and the anxieties and the pressures, this walk, this woodland, this quiet, that's part of life too. It doesn't have to be constant worry. We can go to our favourite places and just check out for a bit, really. Just see what's in front of us. Enjoy it. I mean, looking at the things around isn't an awareness exercise or anything like that. It's a genuine fascination and love of nature. Just being outside and breathing the air. Blackbirds are really going for it. Quite vocal. Just sort of walking along to the boundary of the woodland, and beyond that there's wheat fields, and the wheat is really catching the light. So the wheat is slowly turning now, going from these green ears of wheat, slowly maturing and going to that lovely straw yellow. You can see the old bluebells now. They've pretty much all gone to seed. Oh, and there's like a distant hum of insects. These tiny little hoverflies. They're so tiny, but when they're all together, they make this hum in the air. Wenny's just sort of crouched down ahead of me. I suppose I need to find her ball. Where is it, Wen? Oh, some foxgloves there. Beautifully kind of fuchsia pink, and I don't know if you've ever looked right into a foxglove. It's the most amazing pattern. There's a wood pigeon in the background there. Actually, there's some new ones coming through, new foxgloves. Digitalis. Oh, you just look into those little mouths. And they are incredible. It's kind of like pink and white dappled pattern. It's like a whole world of its own inside there. Lots of goose grass. Beautiful mossy stump. Quite a large tree that came down many moons ago, and the moss has just grown over it. This beautiful texture. It's another thing that's really fun to photograph close up. Lots of holly, it's woodland. Just kind of following a little trail here that's been made by deer and badgers, foxes. It's a beech tree, some hazel as well. This is a copper beech. It's quite young. You can just imagine it's got these dark green leaves and they're got this sort of turning this bronze kind of red. Maybe bronze isn't the right description. Not sure. Trees have got multiple main stems. They've obviously been coppiced sometime in the past. These fronds of ferns just waving in the air. It's another foxglove. Oh, so gorgeous. The sun's starting to come out now. It was overcast earlier on, but we are due to have a hot day, and it's sort of now hitting the woodland floor, dappling it with these spots of light, lighting up the old bluebells. I can really smell the earth and the decay of last year's leaves. It's not too strong. It hasn't been damp recently. Oh, this is a gorgeous copper beech. Oh, that's lovely. It's kind of like a really, really deep black-green leaves. And they've got this sort of dark red. There's bronze in there. Colouring, and as the year goes on, that colour becomes richer. Oh, there's something over here. What's that? Oh, that is it's a fungus. I think we call it a stinkhorn. I'm not sure. The best way to describe it, and I'm really sorry about this, is it looks like a phallus basically. So it's this long, bent over kind of tube with a cap at the top. It's quite floppy. Sorry, that's a bit and the cap is kind of ridged. Kind of looks a bit cellular. That's interesting. Winnie, come on. Just keeping my girl with me. So, yeah, maybe you have some really nice walks that you like to go on your own, like I am. Well, I've got Winnie with me, where you can just step away, I think, and actually slow walking and just wandering and looking is a great way to let your mind process things in the background. And of course it's rest, I suppose, and rest and just dropping those what ifs and I should and I've got to do this and oh, that's going to happen and etc. Just leaving those behind for a bit. And if you put them to the side, you just feel a bit more refreshed and able to deal with things a bit more easily, I suppose. And you remember who you are, because away from the cars, the traffic, work, computers, phones, demands, all of that, it helps you remember who you are at your core, what you love, what keeps you living, what's important. What's important to you isn't necessarily important at all to anyone else. That doesn't matter. I suppose in many circles they'd call it grounding. But it's comforting to know that you can just be out looking and that doesn't really cost you anything. And yet it is so enriching. I was going to scrape this bark. Listen to that sound. This is a really gnarly old birch tree and the bark is kind of peeling, cracking off. It's really big, thick. Pieces of bark peeling away. Some honeysuckle there, And at this birch, I believe we have some, I think colloquially they're called King Alfred cakes. It's kind of like looks like a burnt bun growing out of the wood. Here, robin also, right there. There's loads of honeysuckle twining its way up tree trunks. And I think honeysuckle has got to be one of the most beautiful fragrances. You just stop and just literally drink it in. It just takes you to another place. Well, I'm going to keep wandering. I do like to take some deep breaths in and out because it just helps my body calm down. It just tells my body I'm safe and that I can relax. And you breathe very quickly and your muscles are tense, you're kind of holding them. You kind of signal to your body that you're under threat, basically, and we're not under threat right now. We're not under threat at all, and actually we're safe. Just in this moment. And it's an opportunity, I guess, to think about things in life that are worries and anxieties, but they're not threats to life, which is what your body is actually responding to. Your body is interpreting those thoughts and worrying thoughts as a threat. And so it responds, your muscles tighten in an acute sense, your breathing gets shallower and faster, your digestive system goes all over the place, you're getting ready to flee, get away from danger, and when that stress becomes chronic, our body is under that kind of pressure for long sustained periods and it burns you out. You need these little times, certainly I do, to just decompress and let things hang out a bit, because we can't control everything, and life is uncertain. So I kind of think that it's the little choices that make the difference. One tiny choice at a time. And this is one of my choices. And I think it really makes a difference. So if you just want to carry on walking with me, you're more than welcome to do so. And I really hope that you find your own walks, your own peace, your own time to Just walk at your own pace. See you next time.